This is Boomer Life on CL 650.
We're back. This is Boomer Life. I'm Joanne Sutton. And today we're talking about Parkinson's and the Parkinson's movement. We're joined in the studio with ParkinsonSociety BC CEO Jean Blake and neurologist Dr. Martin McKeown. Now, Jean, for our listeners touched by our message today, could you just give us a little bit of a wrap-up of who the Parkinson's Society of BC actually is?
Oh, thank you. So our purpose is really about helping people who are living with the disease and also funding research to find a cure. There is no known cause and no known cure. We provide programs and services throughout British Columbia, 1-800 information and referral line. And we're really, through this program, hoping to raise awareness around the benefits of exercise and symptom control.
Tell us a little bit more about the services and how people can get support.
Well, as simple as picking up the phone and calling us or going onto our website, parkinson.bc.ca. We will do more in-depth consultation, or we've just launched this month a short-term counseling service as well. We have a library. We help people navigate the healthcare system to some degree and provide referrals to other supports. We have across the province over 50 support groups that are led by volunteer facilitators, and many of them have exercise programs attached to them.
Thanks, Jean. And Dr. McKeown, can you please give us a little bit of a snapshot of what Parkinson's disease is?
Parkinson's is a disease of the brain where a particular part of the brain degenerates faster than the other parts of the brain. It typically presents with tremor, stiffness, slowness of movement, but it can also affect other things such as mood, memory, even constipation. It varies a lot from person to person. It's becoming more prevalent as our population ages.
So it's attacking the baby boomer crowd.
Definitely. I think we have at least, in 2011 it was estimated there were 12,000 British Columbians with the disease, and it's probably much higher now.
And some of the first symptoms we might see that might raise a little red flag that we might want to run to our doctor about?
People may notice changes in their walking. Very often it's the partner who may notice things. They may notice that one arm doesn't swing as well if they walk. They may notice a tremor if they're just sitting at rest. These are the types of things. Even constipation and loss of smell can be early signs of Parkinson's disease. Excellent.
Thanks for those notes. You're listening to Boomer Life. I'm Joanne Sutton. Today we are talking about Parkinson's and the Parkinson's movement. We're joined in studio with ParkinsonSociety BC CEO Jean Blake and neurologist Dr. Martin McKeown. Now, with an understanding that there's currently no known cure and no known cause for Parkinson's, would you both agree that the need for research and funding for research could not be more important at this time?
Oh, certainly. And Martin, maybe you want to weigh in first, because the Movement Disorder Clinic at UBC is really world class. They're doing some incredible research around exercise.
Well, I think the motto of the Parkinson's Society of Canada is to ease the burden and find a cure. And I think that's a good way to think about research. I think it's good to have a long-term outlook to try and find the ultimate cure, but in the meantime I think we also have to have research that eases the burden with people who currently have the disease. And I think exercise is not a cure for Parkinson's, but it can greatly ease the burden of the disease.
Could you tell us about some of the research that's actually being done?
Yeah, so we actually have a very active research program at UBC in exercise. One of the things that we're looking at is we know that exercise releases some brain chemicals, including dopamine, which is deficient in Parkinson's. And in fact, UBC is a world leader in PET imaging, which can assess how much dopamine is released from exercise. Another program, which is actually originally out of the University of Calgary, which I think is quite novel, it's being done by a PhD student of mine, and that is it uses an iPod and it's strapped to your leg, and they listen to music wirelessly through the iPod, and the iPod measures your stride length. So if you start to take short steps, the music cuts out. So it's a constant reminder to take big steps, and this seems to be very important for some of the physiotherapy that we heard about earlier, to constantly remind people to take very large steps, and this seems to be quite beneficial for people with Parkinson's.
It's amazing. You sound very passionate. You're obviously enjoying what you do.
Yes, it's a very exciting area. The other thing that I should mention is a lot of the things that we learn is what patients tell us, and there's a number of people that will tell us that things like meditation or qigong or yoga, a lot of people will say that they feel very well after doing these things. And so the other area that we're looking at is whether or not this changes the brain waves in a positive way. And so we're also looking into whether or not we can harness this as a potential treatment for Parkinson's.
I'm hearing you say there's hope.
There's definitely hope.
And Jean, what can you speak about the research that's being done and how that's integrated in the programs and services that you offer at Parkinson's Society of BC?
Well, as I said, exercise awareness is a really big campaign for us right now, the Parkinson's movement. It's all about that. And so we rely on some of the researchers at the UBC Movement Disorder Clinic to help us get the message out there. We actually, at each of our 4 regional conferences this year across British Columbia, have a researcher in exercise from the clinic who is speaking. The Parkinson's Awareness Movement is really a campaign that we are asking everybody to get involved with, especially obviously people with Parkinson's, but to start where they're at and to get out there and exercise every day, at least during the month of April. Good time. Spring's always a great time to get out. We have tomorrow, World Parkinson's Day. We're launching a community program called Step by Step. We have community leaders in a number of communities across BC who are leading walks, and they'll be doing encouraging people to get out and walk every day. We also have a website, Parkinson.bc.ca. People can get online and register what their exercise goal is for the month of April. And we would ask people to, if they're so inclined, to help us by fundraising in a Friends Asking Friends campaign. That money will go to further support exercise programs and or research. Can I talk a little bit about Dr. Becky Farley here?
Absolutely. I was just going to say it's all about a community coming together and what we could collectively do as a community. And this is a perfect transition to find out more about the program you have called Power Training and this expert that's coming up from Arizona.
Yeah. We've had Dr. Farley up here before. You heard Nina talk. She is a power-trained physiotherapist. We have a program in September, a 2-day certification program for physiotherapists. So we're hoping to train about another 50 physios across BC in the Power program. And as well, a new program we're launching for certified physical fitness professionals to incorporate Parkinson's-specific exercise in programs in their community. Again with Dr. Farley, and again it will be in September. So we really hope to spread this across more thoroughly across British Columbia.
Excellent. Well, thanks both for your expertise as well. If somebody's just coming home with their first diagnosis today and they're not sure of where to turn, what would be the first step for them? What would you recommend, both Jean and Dr. McKeown?
Well, we would definitely ask them to give us a call on our 1-800 line. We have a lot of information and support services that we can connect people with.
You want them to know they're not alone.
Yes, and our website too. It's a very, we just actually launched a more user-friendly website earlier this month, and it has a lot of really excellent resources. And again, we've collaborated with the Movement Disorder Clinic in the preparation of those materials.
Yeah, I would strongly advocate or suggest that people get in contact with the Parkinson's Society of BC. They're a wonderful organization and they provide lots of support to people. I think it's very important that people with the disease connect with others, and also, as we heard today, exercise is universally good. So if you have the disease, the more you can exercise, the better things will work out over the long term.
And for your step-by-step program, and tomorrow being World Parkinson's Day, you're not just encouraging those with the disease to participate. It's friends, families, neighbors, anybody who has a soft spot for this cause.
Yes, you bet. We know already the benefits of exercise for the general population. So yes, everyone, we're asking them to get out there, do their own bit to improve their own health, but as well to support people with Parkinson's family and friends.
Excellent. April is Parkinson's Awareness Month, and if you had the opportunity to hear our show today, please tell your friends what you have learned and share the information. We were joined in studio today by Jean Blake, the CEO of Parkinson's BC, Dr. Martin McKeown, neurologist and leader in the field of understanding and treating Parkinson's disease, Physiotherapist Nina Bloomfield, and John Hogan, courageous, determined, and an inspiring individual who was diagnosed with Parkinson's at the age of 52. If you want more information about this program or about the Society, please go to their website, Parkinson.bc.ca. And don't forget to do your bit. Tomorrow is World Parkinson's Day. Thanks for joining us on Boomer Life. This is CL 650.